Yeah.
Well, guys, great news. Not with me right now, but the parts for this thing came in, and my grandma went to Waseon, or the town next over, as Andrew would say. But yeah, she went over to our local Honda dealer on her way home from shopping today, and thought maybe she should check, see if they got my parts. And well, they just got a big shipment in, and she said, well, there they are. And she's on her way home, right? Well, not right as you watch this, but as I'm talking, she's gonna, as soon as I run up and turn my application in at the hardware store, she's gonna, with me and my dad will probably run in or stop over and pick those up. I'll put the new air filter on, the good air filter, and the brake cable. That means I'll have to pull the dash assembly off and this front cover off. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. What I'm thinking about doing is pulling the motor out and the whole rear end out of this and cleaning it up really good. It's kind of really dirty under there, and it gets real dirty. Aside from that, guys, when we get back to working on this, I shall talk to you guys when I get the parts back here and I start working on it. I'm thinking about it. I need to look at this cable. And what did I do with that piece? Oh, it's right there. There needs to be a little collar that goes where they're on the lever on that. Way down there on that bar or the arm. That's down there. There's a rod that goes through the thing, and then this goes through that, and then the nut tightens on that to pull the thing tight. So that should be a good time getting that on. If I can, I honestly think I lost that piece, so I might have to make a new one. Just take a bolt, such as probably like this, but bigger. It needs to be big enough to fit through there and not slide around. I'll just take another bolt, or probably that one almost. Sounds about perfect. Let's go through right there. I'll probably come through this other side. Into that other side. Put a washer on there and a nut. I guess from that, guys, I will see you guys when the parts get back here and we get back from uptown, and when I start in on working on this thing. So bye. Alright, guys, I got quite a bit of this stuff off. I'm not tired, but I'm hotter than crap out here. Right before I started this video, I had to wipe the sweat from my head because it was so bad. So you can see I got the seat off. I have the bolt out for the shock. I think that's my next approach. There's quite a bit of stuff I need to do to pull this motor. It's starting to look a lot more hassle than what it's worth. And I did figure out that the exhaust deal I was trying to figure out isn't going to fit this. It's got a really big, it's a lot bigger cylinder or exhaust port. So I'm just going to have to stick with the stock exhaust. I thought about a couple of different things to do with it, but I'm not sure yet. Pull them bolts off for now. Got those off, and where did I set the exhaust? It's over here. Here's the exhaust. And I asked my dad if he could take this to work, sandblast it, much like he did on the dirt bike over there, but he said there was no sense in it, so whatever, I don't care, don't matter to me. I was just asking for, see if he would. I think what I might do is if I cut it right there and get rid of all this, cut this mount off right here, because that's the only mount that holds anything. This mount on the motor was broke off. Like it didn't break the actual case to where it's affecting the motor, but it's broke on the inside there. My dad's new extended wrench, and he got a cobalt, which I thought was kind of cool. That way I can use it. Yes, it is made in Taiwan, but I could give two craps, unlike Andrew, where he's got to have made in America. But oh well, it's a nice tool. It's nice to have. I thought about doing with the exhaust is come out, instead of going out the other end and sitting like this, thinking maybe flip it around and go like this off this back side. I just don't know how to mount that. So flip this around here. I'll sit you down for a second, because it could go like this or under here. It'd take a lot of finagling to get it in there if I wanted to do it like that. So I haven't decided yet. It's just an idea, I guess. I don't even know if it'll work. But whatever. Still waiting on parts to get here. For this. Like I said, Grandma's got those. I'm just waiting on my dad to get home and go uptown, clean up a little bit, and I'll go uptown, turn in my resume. If anything, I think what I might do is pull off this engine cover, clean that up. Honestly, I'm not sure what that does. I don't know if you can see that. That's not the throttle, because the throttle's way back here on the carb. It's like a pull string throttle, such as on a snowmobile, or even my dirt bike's got it. I think Honda is unique with that. They like doing them like that. I don't know why, but it must be just something different they like. It is kind of dirty under here. That's why I wanted to pull this all apart again. Had it apart before, cleaning it up, and trying to get something fixed. I actually put the muffler off last time I had it off, but I guess as soon as I get the dirt bike, that looks blue, but it's purple. But as soon as I get the parts back, we'll put the parts on. And that's dirty already. I had that not painted, but I had it cleaned because it was all covered in grease. There we go. Not too much else. When I get back to getting the parts on, I'll get back on the video. Can't think of anything else that I want to do. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to do, but not a lot of stuff that I can do because I don't have a lot of stuff to work with. I guess I'll just talk to you guys when I talk to you guys, and I'll let you know what's going on when I get back on the video. Got the parts, guys, so you can get putting these back on. Oh, guys, got the parts back here, done, put on. The brakes work. The back brakes do. Put the new air filter on. Runs fine. The only thing I haven't done yet is gave it a top speed run. I don't know if that air filter is going to affect or not the top speed I was getting, but I guess we can try that out another time. Shortly in this video, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but shortly in this video, we're gonna take these front shocks off, and what I want to do is see if I can put these springs on, stiffer spring, because when you're pressing the brakes, the whole front end goes down a lot. You probably shouldn't do that, that's gonna break something, but pushes the front brake or the front down a lot. But aside from that, guys, I guess I'll talk to you guys when we get to the next stage in moped restoration today. Well, guys, it's day 2, afternoon here. It's cooled down quite a bit. I've been at a buddy's house. They had a fire, so I was helping clean up. Last night I didn't get too much done on the moped. I'm on the west side of the house right now, so I'm gonna take the dirt bike out to the barn, leave my helmet right there. I'm gonna take my dirt bike out to the barn, and I'll talk to you what I did to the moped last night. Alright, guys, now we're out here. I didn't do too much to it last night because it was getting late, and the way it's hot now, just got really tired, so I just headed in. Was doing some top speed runs and being pretty happy with it. I was twiddling with the exhaust. I found an exhaust off an old Briggs & Stratton I have in there. I can do a video on that sometime if you guys like. What I did is I took the exhaust and went in on that, and took that and hammered it onto there. And it was just taking different stuff like that with like a emery cloth in there. Just messing around. Another thing I did, I took the front shocks off and investigated and figured out that I can't put these in. Now, I haven't got to the back shock off yet, so I don't know how that's gonna be. I might take that off and see if I can put 2 of these in there, so it's got a little more of a bouncier, or not bouncier, but a stiffer rear end. What I'd like to do, don't have my keys so I can't open that. What I'd like to do is I'd like to go get, oh, there's another little mod I did. The thing when I'm riding through the yard, that spring's not strong enough right there for the kickstand. Took a piece of tube, and that way it doesn't bounce the way it did. So that's another thing I did. What else? Like I said, this is day 2. I got very tired yesterday. Didn't even want to mess with it, so came out today, or I got up real late today and found out about my friend's fire, so I went over there, helped them out, and didn't get back to home till about 5. So I've been getting some of my chores done, relaxing a little bit, but decided better come out and finish off this video for you guys. It's gonna start to be getting pretty long shortly. And the golf cart's gone. My dad took it down the road. Took it for a ride. I assumed to our neighbors. Oh, the keys aren't in it. What I want to do is I want to find, I don't know if there's a size resemblance for a Honda, maybe the same year, don't really have to be, but I want to take the carb off this one and set it off, and then take the dirt bike carb, put it on this. It's going blurry. See if it'd work. I don't know if it'd work. Just do a little test to see if it would. I'd like to pull the carb off again and invest in how much it would be to get more jets for the thing. I'd like to get a bigger jet and get tuned in so it gets going faster. I've seen guys that have been taking this exact one and just going out of the park with boring them out to a 72cc. This is a 50cc, and then taking and putting a different transmission in them. And I need to open up the transmission case, and open that up and figure that out. Another thing I'd like to do, I'd like to pull this whole thing off. I need to take it to my neighbor's. He just got a new power washer, and I'd like to get it sprayed off. He's the same neighbor in Andrew's video, Power King, that made the spacers for his custom tractor. The other thing I'd like to do, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, I'd like to straight pipe it. And I know that's probably not going to go over well with my dad, but, you know, oh well, it's my moped. But he made the offer the other day. I've got 27 bucks into it already. I got the new brake cable. The front brakes work now, like I said in the last portion of this video. And I got the new air filter. Those are all installed and everything. Can't think of anything else. They needs to be cleaned out and whatnot, because you just get into there and it's filthy. So I think what I might do someday, when it's not quite as hot out, is strip it down, take this front off, take the seat off, take this back thing off. I just have everything zip tied on there now because this thing was falling off, and I'm just gonna, for the time being, zip tie it. When that gets done, I need to power wash it. And power wash it, get it nice and cleaned up. My dad said you got 27 bucks into it now. I'll pay 35 bucks for it. I'm like, what if it's clean? He says 36. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what are you gonna do with it? He says, probably sell it to our neighbor who was standing right there. He's probably sell it to him. I'm like, he's like, yeah, for probably 40 bucks, 41 if it's clean. They just got a kick out of that. And I thought that was not really funny because I've kind of worked pretty hard to get this thing going, and oh well, they think they're funny. They'll think they're funny when they're old and senile and they have no one to cut wood for them but me, and I don't want to, but oh well. I guess this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I guess for old time's sakes, I'll start her up, get the keys out of there and put them up here. I need to get a new key made, or another key made. And I have adjusted the idle so it's more of a tap, 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 tap. It's more of a constant. It's not like no. I had it adjusted so the idle's more like a moped and not super stock tractor pull. So it's just like a whoop, 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 2 RPM. But aside from that, guys, out in the shop, if you're coming from Andrew's channel to check out my channel while he's gone, check out more of my videos. Yes, he is gone for the week, blah blah. Just go watch his video on that and his update on the Ford, or his F-150. From out in the barn, guys, it's been Colin, and I'll talk to you guys later. Rate, subscribe, comment, hit that subscribe button like I said, and have a good day, guys. Bye.